Hi everyone, I thought as we got into today's video that I just want to give you an overview of what is happening in New Zealand. Now many of you will probably are already onto this, but I don't want to presume anything, so let's have a look at this. Maori activists are trying to control all the water in New Zealand through something called Te Mana o Te Wai, and that's what Peter Williams has been on about in our last video that we did. Activists have infiltrated education from kindergarten to universities. I've actually done videos on this as well. They are grooming our children as fast as they can from the cradle to the grave, pretty much, getting them ready for tribal rule. Activists have infiltrated Parliament, and now even MPs are struggling to get things done because of the activist pushback and the activists screwing the scrum inside Parliament. Activists are having a good go at taking the beaches, even though Goldsmith is saying that he's going to reverse the decisions made by the courts. It's still not over, this case, because I think they should give all the beaches back that were given to Maori, because that was not right, that was illegal. But Goldsmith's not doing anything about that, so we need to keep the pressure on about the beaches. Activists have definitely taken control of the Waitangi Tribunal. Activists are having a go at taking control of the judicial system through introducing tikanga, well, that's Maori law, L-O-R-E, as the first law of New Zealand. That's completely wrong. They're having a go at taking control of real estate agents, of medical centres. Do you know that medical centres, all the staff have got to do a compulsory cultural safety course? Can you believe what they call them? It's just grooming, it's brainwashing, it's propaganda, and there's a huge cost involved in that. They're trying to take control of dock estates, of local councils through Te Mana o Te Wai and Maori wards, and so on and on it goes. They're trying to take control of the RMA, so that whenever you want to do or get a resource consent or any kind of consent for anything in this country, you're going to have Maori permission to do it. This is absolutely wrong and should be stopped immediately. They're trying to take control of the health system by running all sorts of compulsory courses for staff, plastering the hospitals with Maori language and Maori words everywhere. They're trying to take control of immigration. That means when people come to this country, they have to do a compulsory course on Maori culture, the Treaty of Waitangi, and of course it's all misinformation and it's all grooming. They're trying to get voters, groom voters, to vote for all things Maori, and so they're targeting immigration, people who come in who know no better. They're targeting the police, and of course we have a complicit and corrupt media in New Zealand that is fueling all of this. And then you add to this an activist prime minister, and then you add to this an activist minister of Maori development, and you end up with an attempted coup. That is what is going on in this country. But it's actually worse than that, because what I believe it's a sophisticated tribal raid. Pre-1840, tribes were fighting each other, taking land, possessions, slaves, eating each other and so on. You know the pre-1840 history of Maori. And when they took land and took slaves and took possessions that belonged to other tribes, they were just using spears and patus or greenstone axes. But now they're using computers, social media, cell phones, and so on. And so we are experiencing a sophisticated tribal raid on this country, and everybody who's not an activist is in the tribe that is being attacked. And no matter which way you look at it, no matter which way you try to analyze this, we are in the midst of a tribal raid on our country. These activists have waited till the country's all set up, all the infrastructure, all the buildings, all the systems, everything, and now they're having a crack at it and saying we want it. That's what it is. You know what? You might be thinking, what can I do to help? I just don't want to be somebody stuck behind a keyboard complaining or grumbling away. I want to do something. So here we go. Our goal as an organisation, that's Stop Co-Governance, is to reach and activate all New Zealanders with the truth of the treaty and to expose what the activists are up to. So we have a twofold goal. For what reason are we doing this? To stop co-governance and the Maorification in New Zealand. That's our dual reasons, if you like. The result? Well, what do we want to achieve? The restoration of democracy and the end of apartheid, racism and separatism. So we've made some business cards, and there's one side of the card and there's the other side of the card, and you notice there's a QR code on there. So if you read the QR code, you'll go straight to our YouTube channel, and that's what we're focusing on, to reach the unreached people of New Zealand with the truth of and to expose what the activists are up to. So we're putting these on cards on the driver's side door of cars, between the glass and the rubber, so that when people come back to their cars, they can't miss it. So if you click on this link to see a business card being put on a car, there's a little video there. To achieve our goal, we are focusing on this YouTube channel. It's a great way to achieve the goal. You know what? It's simple and it's cheap. you can activate by buying some cards and putting them on cars in your area. The person to call is Vicky, and there's her number. They're only 3 cents each plus some courier. So when you're out walking with the dog, or you're going for a run, or you're about your business in town, your workplace, and you go out to buy lunch or whatever, just keep a few on you and put them on cars. Park beside the side of the road or in car parks. And you can actually give them to people as well that you meet in your day-to-day activities, whatever you're doing. So it's a very simple and effective way of achieving our goal. So there's our goal on the right-hand side, to reach and activate all New Zealanders with the truth of the treaty. So reaching them is giving them a card, but when they activate, they join in to help. They start putting cards on cars as well, you see, and to expose what the activists are up to, because if people don't know what the activists are up to, they can't be very effective. So we have to do both those things. The truth of the matter is that there are some phenomenal organisations in New Zealand who have the same goal as Stop Co-Governance: Hobson's Pledge, Democracy Action, NZCPR, Muir and Newman and Frank, Taxpayers Union, Peter Williams, etc., just to name a few. There's others as well. The problem we have is that all of these organisations, including us, are reaching a tiny proportion of the population. And every time we all communicate with the public, we're pretty much reaching the same group each time. That's the big problem. It's the challenge. That is to say, we're preaching to the converted. Our challenge is to reach the unreached, the people no existing organisation is reaching. So we believe our business cards on cars strategy is a cheap and effective way of doing this. So get some cards and get going, please. We need you on board. We need you to activate. Join the resistance. Thank you so much for joining in. So appreciate you. Please share this video with everyone everywhere. The mainstream media should be reporting on the issues I am raising in these videos, but they're not. Why aren't they? Well, they're corrupt. Why are they corrupt? They are collaborating with Maori activists. There's no doubt about that. In the final analysis, the people of New Zealand, that's us, have ultimate power, not the politicians. Did you know that? The people can kick out the people in power and they can put them into power. How are we going to do that? Well, awareness is the key to change. If enough people in New Zealand become aware of the issues I am raising, we can save this beautiful country. So share these videos everywhere so that come the next election, we can vote the right people in and kick out the people who are destroying New Zealand.